Chapter 7. Do It For Her. The duo sprint to Earth House. Well, Mark Miordine trying her best to keep up, and failing horribly. Will you slow down? Miordine gives up once the hangar's in sight. Jeez, freakish stamina. Alia opens the door to the hangar. Hello, friends. I've been expecting you. Suletta comes to a dead stop. Alia, we need to save Ariel. I know. Everyone's waiting for the both of you. The redhead charges full speed past her friend to see all of Earth House is wearing their engineering gear and are idly chatting amongst themselves. Miordine finally catches up and uses the door jamb to hold herself up, while Alia hands her a bottle of water. It looks like everybody's here. I called you all here because I had a dream last night that Suletta will need our help in a duel against someone from Pale House. Alia happily smiles. She has a duel with Alan. He wants Ariel if he wins. Miordine debates if she should dump the rest of the ice-cold water on her own head to cool off. He can't have her! Suletta shouts in a panic. She looks like she's about to pass out from the stress, like a small breeze could whisk her away. Miordine dumps the rest of the water bottle on Suletta's head. Okay, that's enough. Let us handle the details. Go get changed into your suit. Suletta frowns, but quickly runs to the locker room. Okay, now that she's gone, let's get Ariel prepped. Leave Suletta to me. Let's be ready for the dueling council to make contact within the next hour or two. Miordine easily commands the team. Maybe her father's onto something. Maybe she's just like him. Luckily, Sharik makes his visit quick, but Miordine knows he's going to inform Elan of Suletta's mental state. Hey, I was making a joke to Suletta, and now she's crying. Could you... Nuno awkwardly scratches the back of his neck. What did you say to her? Miordine glares at the engineer. Could you make the fight last longer than a minute? I'm betting money on you. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Nuno wishes he could disappear under the teen's gaze. As much as she wants to slap some common sense into him, Miordine rubs her temples. Next time, try to be a little more sensitive. Ariel is her family. I mean, you seen how much time she spends talking to the mobile suit? The silver-haired teen quickly makes her way to the cockpit to see an error code flashing on one of the monitors, and Suletta crying in the fetal position. This is going to be a long day. She hates seeing her Tanuki upset. Suletta? What's going on? Miordine leans into the cockpit, careful not to touch the redhead. She sniffles and points at the screen with the flashing yellow words. Ariel isn't feeling good, and we have to fight, and I can't lose her. Miordine takes a moment to read the error code. From what she can remember from Suletta's rambling about things she learned in class, it should be an easy fix. Scoot over. Huh? Suletta stops crying and sits up in the chair, only to have Miordine sit in her lap. This seems to get the redhead to quiet down and blush. You know this one. It's an OS 683 error. What do you need to do? Miordine crosses her arms and stubbornly waits for the other teen to speak. It would be that panel. There's something wrong with the AOC fiber cable. Suletta speaks calmly as she wipes the tears off of her face. Miordine catches a glimpse of a photo taped on top of the panel. It's of herself and the pilot hugging in the locker room after the second fight with Gruel. She's seen pilots place pictures of their family there and of other people they love for good luck. She never thought in a million years she would be important enough to have her picture in a mobile suit. Mjorne doesn't say anything about the picture and opens the panel. It's open. What's next? Lift the tab and remove it. If it looks burned, we will replace it. If not, then a puff of air should clear any dust. Then reset it. Suletta's demeanor returns to normal, as the other teen intended. The cable is pulled, cleaned, and reseated. Within moments, the air on the screen vanishes. 10 minutes! Mjorne hops off of Suletta's lap and holds her hand out. The redhead takes outstretched hand. Mjorne leans over and softly bites Suletta's hand. The silver-haired teen quickly gives one last smile before hitting the button to close the cockpit. The screen in front of Suletta flashes blue, as if Ariel is giggling. Quiet! I'm not blushing! The redhead slaps her cheeks to hype herself up. Okay, let's win this thing. Both pilots arrive in the arena. This time, there are tall trees and clusters and small creeks. If Suletta wasn't about to fight to keep Ariel, she would love to walk around and have a picnic with Mjorne. The battle for mobile suits begins. The Ferrac leaps backwards into a cluster of trees with his rifle out. He aims down scope and takes 4 shots. Suletta wastes no time and sprints towards the line. She dodges all but the last shot. The beam hits Ariel directly in her left hip, causing her to slow her lightning-fast sprint, but not by much. Suletta, you need to close the distance. He's useless in close encounters. Mjorne swipes the page on the tablet, trying to look for any information that can help her groom. The redhead doesn't get a chance to acknowledge Mjorne. She is dodging another barrage of beams. Suletta flicks her wrists in time to slide her near a powerful beam. She oddly feels calm. During her battles, she strangely feels at home, like the stress of losing Ariel is the last thing to cross her mind. Suletta pulls out her beam saber and cuts down one of the trees. She then lobs the tree in the direction of Elan. You know you have a rifle, right? Mjorne doesn't understand what Suletta's trying to do. The redhead giggles as Elan easily dodges the tree that kicked up dirt in the air and steps into a creek, causing him to slip. She uses the distraction to get closer to her goal of beating the other team into a pulp. This fight is more personal than the others with Gruel. Elan uses the rifle to hit Ariel on the side of her head, but Suletta is out for blood. She makes a grab for the rifle, but ends up shoving the rifle into the Ferrac's chest. Elan rattles around in the cockpit as he loses his footing in the creek and hits the ground. He doesn't have time to recover from the fall, as Suletta drops to a knee to be at the same level. He knows he's been defeated the moment he touched the ground. He's at the mercy of the strange Mercurian's mercy. Suletta grips his left arm with both of her hands and throws her right leg over the Ferrac's neck, while her left leg hits the cockpit. The Earth House cheers. They know what's coming next from the sparring sessions they've had with Suletta between classes. Suletta juts Ariel's hips skyward, causing the Ferrac's elbow joint to snap like a twig. She then leans back, taking the arm with her. She smacks the Ferrac with its own arm on the face for extra disrespect. The redhead tosses the useless arm behind her. She spins Ariel around so quickly that she looks like a breakdancer. Suletta has what she's wanted, and lands back. The angry pilot has Ariel sitting behind the Ferrac. With her legs wrapped tightly around his midsection, and her arms are in a tight chokehold around the Ferak's neck. The redhead knows this move would put a human to sleep, but she cranks her choke until the Ferak's head is sheared from its body. Suletta releases Elan and stands to grab the Ferak's head off the floor to tear the antenna from the head. Suletta feels Ariel jerk forward. She looks down to see a beam saber protruding from Ariel's chest. The blade has penetrated the cockpit, and the beam lightly grazes her right leg. If it wasn't for the adrenaline coursing through her veins, she might have screamed in pain. Suletta! Mjolnir shouts in fear. The emotionless bastard killed her friend, her groom. The redhead pulls her own beam saber and lobs off the Ferak's other arm with ease. She wastes no time in taking the head and tearing off the antenna. Mjolnir grips the table in front of her. She fears if she let go, she'll faint. Suletta glances down at her right leg and regrets it immediately. She hits the emergency beacon and opens the cockpit. It's not that bad. Suletta tries to lie to herself. Okay, maybe don't look down. The redhead tries to remember the proper way to request medical attention. Ariel to Earth House? Suletta, are you okay? Mjolnir cuts the formality short. She needs to know if her goofy Tanuki is safe. Yes. No. Actually, very no. Suletta can smell a mixture of burning silicone and flesh, which makes her gag. My leg is messed up. Sit tight. We're on the way. Mjolnir changes the channels to Elan's frequency. Hey. Elan is surprised to hear someone from the other house talk to him, even though he lost. What? Fuck you.